one is a bit of a difference if we look close. This one's it's a bit sad, this one in some way, yeah? But it's very juicy. Oh, if not, look, I've been already cutting and I've got a lot of juice. And look here, the tomatoes, how juicy they are. So once we have this, the tomato and the bread, next thing to do, we take the tomato and we do this. Very strongly. Look now how the bread is. It's impregnated now with the tomato flavor. The next thing that we will need to do is to add olive oil. The olive oil is a very important part of our diet here in the Mediterranean. We use olive oil almost for everything, for a salad, with the bread, with the fish, with the meat, and it's very cheap for us, the olive oil, and very healthy. So the next thing we do, we take the olive oil, and we do this. Just very careful, otherwise you will go fast. Do this. Then put some salt, like this, even if you want a bit more. If you want to put pepper, we have pepper there, but I will not put pepper. And then with the finger, very rural this, do this. Yeah? So all the bread is impregnated now with the tomato, the olive oil and the salt. Next thing to do, to eat it. Yeah, so this is the base for this recipe. As you see, it's very easy, but you need to have the ingredients, you need to have the Mallorcan bread. This bread will last a week. So I remember the first time we did this trip, we bought lot of bread, and then we took it home, we gave some to all the staff, and it lasted a week. And it was as nice as the first day. And now you go here in Mallorca to the supermarket, you buy your bread there, and the next day it's a stone, it's solid. It's not like the bread in England. You have different kinds of bread. Now when you try this one, you'll see that it's different. But this is the typical Mallorcan bread. Then the tomatoes that you just find here, because these tomatoes are juicy, they need special climate conditions and the flavors are well concentrated. And then the olive oil and the salt. With the salt, somebody was asking me if it's rock salt or what salt. Now, this is normal salt. I remember years ago that there was two kinds of salt. Normal salt, rock salt. Now it's amazing all the different kinds of salts that you find all around. Here, if you go to a shop, you find, well, I went the other day, I found normal salt. Then I found a Sri Lanka salt that it was with like curry. Then I found Mediterranean salt with oregano, and I can't remember what else. Then black olive salt. Then rosé salt. Well, it's unbelievable now all the different kinds of salts that you have. Some are not as nice as the others, and some you don't find the flavor, but it's amazing all the marketing that we have now with the salt. The salt that I use, normal salt. I will never use rock salt on this one, because if you give a bite and you find the rock salt, it will be too salty. So here what we try to do is to do a good portion, a good percentage of each ingredient. This is the base of the pan bolli. Pan bolli is literally translated into English bread and olive oil. And that's what it is. But this is very, very popular here in Mallorca. For dinner, we eat very late in Mallorca. We eat at around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock sometimes. And we eat very light. Sometimes we just have a bread, we take some tomato, olive oil and tomato. Then, if you want to upgrade it, is when you add some cheese, ham, sausages or tuna, whatever you want. Today we've done the no-frills pan bolli. But serve this as an example of what many and different things you can do at home. Most important problem at home, to find the tomatoes and the bread. But you can always find alternatives, but at least you have now the idea of the pan bolli. And as I said, it's very, very easy to do. So now what you have to do, next thing to do, just come to the table. I will give you this with one tomato, a slice of bread, olive oil is here, then you have another bottle there of olive oil, salt. I will put in another dish salt and self-service. And then when you finish, and sell yourself some wine, because we still have plenty. And then when we finish this, we'll go to the next step, that it will be the preparation for the trampo. And as you've seen, our driver Alfonso is already changed. He's well prepared, and he said that while we are eating all this, they'll be preparing for us the barbecue. So come to see me now, and I will serve you all this.